So check it out. Notice how yesterday A was always equal to 1. When I say A is equal to 1, we're doing trinomials that look like this. Notice x squared. Look at how A was 1 here. And look at, here's bx and here's c. Actually, that's not a good one here. Right here. Notice that A is 1, B is 4, C is negative 32. All we've been doing, even on the warm-up, look at the warm-up. The ones that Mr. Igareda did and Miss Medina did, notice. Notice how A was 1 here. And then on number 2, A was also 1. Those are easy, because all we have to do is find two numbers that multiply to become C, but add it to be B. That's easy when A is 1. But now we're dealing with A is not equal to 1. Life gets a little more complicated. Sorry. A is not 1 now. Look at how A is 2. That changes the game. It's a game changer. Here's what happens. Check it out. Go ahead and make me two binomials like as normal, just like we're used to. Put a question mark here, 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 and here. The process changes now that A is not equal to 1. It's no longer a case of just, okay, one number multiplied to become negative 3, but add it to negative 5. It doesn't work anymore because A is not 1. It makes things more complicated, but it's nothing crazy. Watch. Let me show you what I mean. Go ahead and put an arrow between the first two question marks. All you got to do is make sure whatever goes in these two spots, it has to equal ax squared. Just put ax equals ax squared. That's the first part. That's what you put in the first two slots. That's easy. Go ahead and connect the second two question marks. These always have to become C. That's easy. So whatever goes here has to multiply to become negative 3. That's simple enough. The last part, my Math 2 students will recognize. Valdez, Medina for sure. How are we going to get the negative 5x? Here's how. Go ahead and put a little arrow under this one, bracket, and then that one, and then an outside bracket, these two. So these two question mark slots multiplied plus these two question marks multiplied, whatever I get here and here is going to have to equal to bx. That's the process. So whatever we put here, if I multiply them, it goes here, and whatever I multiply between these outside ones, that goes here. Once I add them, they should become bx, so the negative 5x. It's like a puzzle, a number puzzle, so to speak. That's the only thing that differs now. When A is not 1. Let's try it. Watch. Here we go. Really? Huh. So you know what?
We can learn today.
I wasn't gonna come back, but I'm not. I'm gonna hold my tongue after that one.
Same game.
No, I'm not. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. So the first slots right here become the ax squared. So the only thing that I can put there that becomes 2x squared, there's only one possibility. A 2x and an x. There's no other possibility. So go and put 2x and x for me. There's nothing else that can become 2x squared besides 2x and 1x. So that was kind of easy. All right, how about this one? These two have to become a negative 3. So what's the only two factors of a negative 3? What I put right here. What are factors of negative 3?
3.
Right, 3 and negative 1 or negative 1 and 3. Either way. Let's just try a negative 3 here and a positive 1 there. Okay, do that with me. So now we're going to check to see if the outsides and the insides added to be bx. In other words, we're going to check this process. The insides multiplied plus the outsides multiplied, they better become bx. Let's verify. Let's see. Look what I'm going to do. At this point, don't write anything down because we might not be right, and I'll just try it again for us. Just watch my thinking, so don't write this down because this is trial and error. So let me put a bracket here. Watch. These two multiplied and these two multiplied, I'm going to add them up. They should be bx. Let's see. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. 2x times 1 is 2x. Now I'm going to add negative 3x to 2x. What does that make?
X.
Negative x, huh? Is that the bx that we're looking for? Let's see. What was the bx? Nope, we needed a negative 5x. So let's go back to the drawing board. Let's try something else. So right now, just let me do the work and you just pay attention. How about if I tried the 1 over here and the negative 3 over here? Let's see if that works. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so let me erase these. So now I'm going to verify again. Here we go. 1 times x is 1x. 2x times a negative 3 is a negative 6x. Add these puppies up. Excuse me? Okay. Thank you, John. 1x plus negative 6x is a negative 5x. We're rocking and rolling. We got our factors. Here they are. We'll write this down for me. Go and write all this process down for yourself on your notes so you can see my thinking.
So it matters like the way you put like the numbers?
You see how it did? When I swapped them, it ended up becoming negative 5x. It is. But the practice, you'll get the hang of it, the more fluency. I'll write that down.
Do we have to do the brackets?
You have to employ the cops.
Is it negative 5x or negative 6x?
Well, I added them up and became negative 5x. In other words, Valdez, it became this. Look at it. Remember what we started off with? There it is. So look at, this is the stuff I multiply. Look at these two binomials is the stuff I multiply to get to what we just started off with in blue. Okay, watch this. Let's check our work. Look at, since you brought it up, look at, what's the first binomial that you just wrote down? What is it? 2x?
2x plus 1.
Okay. Watch this, brothers. How to multiply these two binomials is 2 quizzes ago. Look at, I multiply this term by here, this term by here, this term by here, this term by here, and combine like terms. Watch. What's 2x times x? 2x squared. 2x times negative 3, negative 6x. 1 times x is 1x. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. Combine like terms. Negative 6x plus 1x, there it is, negative 5x. 2x squared, there it is, there it is. So this is the stuff I multiply to get to the original stuff. Don't lose sight of what we're doing, actually. We're just factoring. I'm telling you.
Great argument we give.
Wow. Go Dodgers, Valdez. Example 4. My bad. Here you go. Hit it. Valdez.
And I'm still holding the defense.
Thank you, gentlemen. Here you go, example 4. Let's do it. It's factor 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. Jones, phone away to the man. Sankofa. Example 4, man. I want to give you the stamp. No phones out when we have before. In the man. 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. I'm telling you. Without even thinking about it, look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the parentheses. I already know we're going to have two binomials. That's the first thing first. All right, let's follow our process now. The first two have to become a 3x squared, so there's only one possibility. Hit it. Yeah, 3x and a
2.
and an x. That becomes 3x squared, yeah?
I was.
Okay, now, tell me, Medina, what are you thinking about for -8, right?
Yeah.
What would go here and here?
I put +2 and -4.
Right. So there's this is where the work begins. There's a lot of options for -8. You go -8 times 1, or 8 times -1, or 4 times -2, or -4 times 2. Which one will work? We don't know. That's where this is going to become time consuming. So for this, let me do the work. And you just watch. Watch the master.
Okay. Yeah, let me go up there.
Let's do it. What would Medina? What went where? The -4. Which one? Will...
I put the +2 right here.
Nice.
-4.
Okay, let's see if Medina's works. Check it out. 3x times x is 3x squared. Check, that worked. 2 times -4, -8. Check, that worked. Now look at insides and outsides multiplied better become the bx. Let's see. 2 times x, 2x. What's 3x times a -4? Let's add those puppies. Negative. Hey, look at it. Close. We need a positive. You got negative, so we could just do a slight tweaking. What can we do?
So it's a negative right and positive or
Where? Valdez?
On the 2
Change that to what?
to a negative.
Dang, Valdez is on it. What do I do over here?
Change it to a positive.
We're rocking and rolling. Look at this.
I don't know that, mister.
I know. Let's try. Let's try.
I know.
Check this out. -2 times x, -2x. 3x times 4 is a positive 12x. Add those puppies up. We got 10x. We're rocking and rolling. Here's our factors. This is our final answer. In other words, all the work is not our answer. Okay, don't get confused here. We're finding factors. There's your binomial factors. We're done.
So the
One at a time. Valdez, go ahead.
whole box thing is just to check your work.
Right, it's just the boxing is just to help us get the
So if
answer.
somebody says that's wrong, you can just prove it wrong with that, with the work. Like if they say, yeah, that's wrong.
Or no, here's how you prove them wrong. Here's how you prove them wrong. You just multiply these two binomials and it'll become that. That's how you prove them wrong. Jones, hit it.
It's like, example 5 of a bigger number. Like 100 or something.
Did you already get it?
not that big.
Yeah, because that's what's on, 18, that's 118.
I'll get to that right now. Hold on. Any questions on example 4 though? Ramirez, you had something to say?
Yeah, this is cool.
Example 5, here you go. We'll write this down. Last one.
That's just something, right?
Last one.
Can we do it on our own?
It's 5x squared plus, 7 like that. 7x. Notice without even thinking about it, I'm going right to my binomials. Right to my binomials. Okay, here and here has to be 5x squared. There's only one possibility. 5x and an x. That was easy. Here and here has to be a positive 2. One possibility. And 1 up. So I'll put plus 2. I'll put a plus 1. Let's see if it works now.
Yeah.
Insides, outsides, let's see. 2 times x, 2x. Outsides, 5x, rocking and rolling. We got it. Here's our factors. That one was easy.
Is the gallery one based on this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know who's gonna win.
Think so?
Yeah, it's not work alone. No, never mind.
Not
Yeah.
all work that you said.
Take that.
For the Buddha.